is Hans, the Ramen Raider, coming at you with another episode of Instant Noodle Recipe Time, the show where I show you what to do with your instant noodles. And today I'd like to lead things off with a quick note. I am very unhappy with our governor currently. I live in Washington State, and our governor's name is Jay Inslee. So Jay Inslee, fuck you. This is in regards to the new thing about vaping. So I know some of you are going to be like, dude, just get to the frickin' noodles, but this, first off, I'm going to tell you, is a cursing episode. It's a fucking goddamn cursing episode. Why? Had nothing to do with the noodles I'm going to review, which are going to be probably really, really good, and I apologize to the company for starting things off this way. But basically, I smoked for years, and I quit. And then I started again like a fool. Cigarettes are pretty darn insidious, let me tell you. If you've never smoked and you don't understand, rad. But if you do, and you've tried to quit before, you understand that. Well, I was given by a friend of mine one of those little vape pens. I tried the blue ones, the ones that look like cigarettes, and those sucked. They didn't taste like anything. The little thing, they burned your lips. It got too hot, and it would like burn your lips. It was like the other end of a cigarette, probably. And it didn't last very long, and it didn't really taste like much of anything. And then my buddy got me one of these for my birthday, and it was great. It wasn't like, with the blue thing, I was like, oh, I'm gonna keep doing the cigarettes, because I don't know, this really isn't appealing to me. And then I went with the one that he got me that had the tank and the little battery and all that, and that was pretty good. And then as time went on, you know, different things came out. This is what I use now. It's pretty high tech. There are ones that are like really high tech, but this one, usually when people start vaping, quitting smoking, they go usually for like 18 to 24 milligram nicotine juice, right? This juice here is 1.5 milligram. So it's like tiny amount. It's basically just when you inhale cigarette smoke or vapor, you get a little bite in the back of your throat. And honestly, that's the only reason I have that much in it. If I was able to get that without nicotine in it, I'd do it. But you don't. It's just like inhaling steam from boiling water. So that's like, meh. But what the governor did was follow the uninformed and ridiculously stupid thing that people all around, like officials all around the states are doing right now, which is banning flavors. Because, as the governor puts it, the only reason that there are flavors is to get kids hooked, which is complete BS. It's completely. Do you like flavors? Why do you watch this show? Because you like different flavors of noodles and different... Yeah, I mean, I'm sure little kids are running up to their moms and go, please get me some of that Nicaraguan 90% cacao dark chocolate. No, it's because adults like that stuff. There's so many different flavors, and that's like, you know, variety is the spice of life and all that. But for this, now what they want to do is restrict it to unflavored, and what's the other one? Tobacco flavor. And I'm going to tell you right now, tobacco flavored vape juice tastes like coffee. Not only that, a lot of the time the juice is dark. See how this is clear? The darker the juice, the more junk's in it, the more sugar's in it, the quicker it's going to gunk up your coils and basically almost like caramelize, I swear. And when I first started, I would get juice like that. I got one, what was it? Banana chocolate or something like that. And it was thick and sludgy and gross. Now I'm like, it's got to be clear, or like almost completely clear. So, but since what happened was all of a sudden a lot of people started getting sick. And that's no good. That's definitely a place for concern. But it's certainly sounding more and more like it's all based on people doing these THC cartridges that were made in a funky way. I guess there's such, they say don't buy bootleg vaping products. I've never even seen or heard of this. Where do you go buy bootleg products? I don't know. I guess there must be a place. Maybe in somebody's head. I don't know. But, you know, if you're getting, you know you're going to get what you pay for on most things. If you go and get juice, like the juice I get is 500 milliliters of the 0 mil menthol is $49.99, which is a lot. That's half a liter. And a half a liter of the blueberry, I mix 50 milliliters of the menthol one and 40 milliliters of the blueberry one, and I put in these little squirty bottles. So that's like 90 in all. So I don't know, you can do the math, but it's 50 milliliters of 0 and 40 milliliters of 3. So if you made it in half, it's probably like 1.4 to 1.5 milliliters nicotine. Anyways, or milligrams rather. Anyways, yeah, so since I switched from traditional cigarettes, traditional, doesn't that give you like a nice feeling? Traditions, Christmas, Santa Claus, Easter egg hunts, apple pie, to vaping. Once I switched, I didn't get winded going upstairs, and I was still overweight back then by a lot, you know. But I can, and then not only that, if I leave my vape at home, if I forget it and we're going somewhere, I'm like, oh, I left my vape. Oh well. I'm not gonna like go out of my way to come back and get it, right? Maybe if we were gonna go out for like hours and hours and hours. But if it were cigarettes, I would panic instantly. I feel that the difference between tobacco smoking and vaping is vaping, there's a lot less panic. There's a lot less. The way the cravings work for these are completely different, and the way the cravings work for tobacco cigarettes is insane. I went to Thailand in 2015 and I didn't think I could bring my vape with me, so I bought cigarettes while I was there, and I lost my lighter in our hotel room. And what happens? I feel like my skin starts crawling, I start feeling all antsy, and I just like all of a sudden realized, whoa, what's going on here? Because I'd already been vaping for a couple years. I was like, man, I'm feeling like really freaky. I don't like this. And this was only after going back to smoking regular cigarettes for 2 days, maybe 3. And then when I got off the plane, got in the car, my wife brought my vape, you know, when she picked me up. I didn't touch another cigarette, and I haven't since. So it's ridiculous. I've never gotten a sickness or anything. I have had a little bit of irritation on my lips before, but then I lowered the nicotine level and that was fine. So I don't know. But what really gets me is you've got 6, I don't know, it might be more than that now, people that did these THC cartridges, and they say it's also from nicotine too. I contest that. I don't know. But maybe like, say 10 people who've died from this, right? How many people die every day from tobacco cigarettes? Over 1,000. And what's a person to do if they can't vape anymore? What are they going to do if they have a strong nicotine addiction? They're going to go, and hey, it's legal, right? It's not like people who have been given prescription opioids for a long time and then go to the black market and start doing heroin. No, this is totally all set up. Oh, you were vaping? You can quit. And now it's safe. You can go to your cigarettes. It's jacked up. If you are in a state where they're doing this, smoker or non-smoker, vapor or non-vapor, they're pulling a fast one on you, folks. And the only one who's really benefiting from this is the tobacco industry, because they can't make a good e-cigarette if they tried. So, anyways, that's my little spiel to begin with. And yeah, again, fuck you, Jay Inslee, for just being a turd. He ran for president, and his big thing was the environment. Well, guess what, dude? Why don't you get a broom and a dustpan and go sweep up all those cigarette butts that are gonna be on the street now? Because my wife was mentioning the other day. You know what's weird? I don't see as many people driving around smoking. I notice the people who are driving around vaping. So, anyways, that's my big long spiel. It's really got me worked up. It's like usually when they come through with some kind of big sweeping overhaul of laws, it takes a long time. It's like, well, we're going to make it so for seatbelt laws are going to change. We're going to pass this bill, and they're going to come in, say, in a year and a half. We'll give people time to get educated about it. Not with vaping. October 9th, I think. It'll be the last day you can buy flavored vape. All these businesses are going out in Washington State, left and right. I mean, tons. I'm talking, and a lot of the time, these people started these businesses not to make money, but because they had been smoking for decades, and they were so thankful for what vaping did for them that they wanted to open a business and help other people get off cigarettes. This is the biggest jacked up thing I have ever seen happen. So, congratulations, Big Tobacco. Enjoy. But anyways, on a tastier note, speaking of flavors, we have Mandashi Mala Spicy Noodle. Really? This one's Mala? I didn't realize this one was the Mala. Well, that works. I like spicy. So we're going to cook this up today. Lots of seasonings. I've tried a lot of their Mandashi products, but not this one. This one's specifically for the U.S., I think. Or at least for export. No, it's got a lot of Chinese on the back. I don't know. But I found this at 99 Ranch Market. And so we will cook it up. A nice, tight noodle block. Dry noodles, they are not fried. We're gonna do 3 minutes on those bad boys. 1, 2, 3, and here we go. We got some sachets. This is, I really feel like this is not going to be mala, but we'll find out. This looks like sesame paste to me. This is definitely Szechuan pepper oil, and this. Am I missing one? No? This one is a kind of a thicker liquid. And this has some spring. So, yeah. Yeah, so took my daughter out for a nice long walk this morning. I've augmented my routine now with that energy the pre-workout stuff called No Explode, or NO Explode. Probably it's supposed to be like nitrous oxide. In name, not in nature. But, yeah, it's supposed to be like, nitrous oxide explode! Yeah, go work out, go crazy, beefcake extreme. It's good, it's watermelon flavor, tastes like you're chugging down like 10 Jolly Ranchers. And then I do my walk and stuff, and then I come home, and I got 2 new things yesterday. One's called beta alanine, and it's like you take a tiny little scoop of it, mix it in with something, and the other one is creatine. And that one is, they're both supposed to make it so like your muscles don't ache and you build more muscle. 'Cause I wanna have some guns. Yeah. Anyway. I figure why not, right? It seems like I've been doing all this walking and working out and stuff, and it's like I haven't really gotten any results. I've lost a lot of weight, which is good, but I want to replace, I don't want to burn muscle, and it seems like maybe that's what's been going on. So. Yeah. So I'm bummed. I went and I ordered a ton of juice. By probably later this week, in all, I'll have 3.5 freaking liters of flavored vape juice. And I guess, worst case scenario, I've got buddies all around the US, so I could probably order juice and have it sent to them and then have them just like USPS priority it to me. But it's just a shame. It just seems like I read an article that said in the last 120 years since tobacco really got big as far as smoking, that it was the most, what did it say? The best chance of ending an endless cycle of sickness and lung cancer and all this stuff was vaping. We don't know what vaping does to the body and blah, blah, blah. Well, we do know what cigarette smoking does. It causes like all sorts of lung issues. But let me stir this real quick. There's no tar or nicotine. I'm not saying if you're a young kid, go out and vape. No, you don't need it. But there's all this stuff, people saying that the vape industry is saying that it's a healthy thing. It's like, I've never really heard that. The only time I've heard healthy is from big tobacco companies calling it that. Like, I think the blue e-cig was marketed as a healthy alternative. I will say it's less detrimental to your health. The British Ministry of Health or something over there, they're saying that vaping is 95% or more less harmful to you. So I figure, you know, if I wasn't vaping, I'd probably still be smoking. And I'm glad that I'm not smoking anymore. There's so many benefits to vaping. I don't know. I think honestly, it's just a big scam. And I don't like scams. I don't. It's not nice. This so has to be peanut paste. Mandashi. That's what this stuff is called. And it's mala. Mala means hot and spicy. My top 10 Taiwan list came out last Monday. This is this Monday. And it did pretty well. It's starting to hit the Taiwanese media, which is cool. I always like that. It hasn't hit ET Today, though. I'm surprised about that. I think it probably will soon. Epic Times and all those. And I think it just hit. Hasn't hit Apple Daily. It's hit Food Next, which is kind of. There's all these. So many news outlets in Taiwan, and I usually end up a little bit on each one, which is fun. I really like that, and I appreciate it. Here's the spicy Szechuan pepper oil. But yeah, it's like I just came out with the top 10 Taiwan list, and what am I doing? I'm reviewing Taiwanese stuff that's possibly gonna be on the next year's top 10 Taiwan list. I review so many, because all these Taiwanese companies shoot some over to me. So it's like I review so many that I actually had to do like, and by the way, I reviewed so many that here are some that aren't on the list, but deserve some special consideration, so check them out if you see them. It's like, wow. Huh, spring onion, okay. Well, I'll just stir that in. Wow, look at this stuff. That is pretty. I really like the gauge of these noodles. They're like the wide ones, but they're not so wide. That's lovely. Beautiful color. Yeah, I'm in a good mood for those. And I bet you they have really good flavor. But that's just the kid in me, you know? Adults don't like things that have flavor. So funny. It's too big a bite. Come on. I'm on a diet here. I don't care. Ooh. 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 That is spicy. Ooh, yeah. That's got a nice burn. Alright, let's get you all worked up. Alright. So there's that. I baked some chicken. I'm going to put a little bit of that on there. I used habanero curry powder on this, and it's super tasty. Came in an umai crate. If you go over to japancakecrate.com and use the coupon code the Ramen Raider, you'll get a discount. Come on. There's a little bit of chili oil. Kind of overkill. I think it's pretty good on chili oil. A little bit of extra spring onion, a little bit of sass, seed, yeah, this might not have been the best bowl to complement this, but alright, let's get you all hunkered down to watch this spin around. Ready? I don't want this song, no. Alright, well cool. Thank you very much for watching. Again, this is Spicy Mala Mandashi right over here. And yeah, again, if I bored the heck out of you with the whole vaping thing, I apologize. But it's something that's really important to me, so I thought I'd share. Anyways, this has been Hans the Ramen Raider wishing you enjoyment of your noodles, not Jay Inslee. Have a good one and bye.